The lungs of the earth are going to be given back to it, which is all these trees and all of these flowers, and it's going to be a whole total different vibration.
The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice in thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fella is come up against us.
Because the Lord is going to restore everything. You're going to have a total different vibration on the earth, a total different smell. You're not going to be walking down the street and smell shit and piss, and no foul odors or nothing like that, because the lungs of the earth are going to be given back to it, which is all these trees and all of these flowers, and it's going to be a whole total different vibration. You're going to see the aura and how things are going to change and how elevated things are going to be. Our senses are going to be heightened, Everything about us is going to be glorified.
The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice in thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fella is come up against us. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to our brothers. And peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. And what I want to get into, all right, today is dealing with ease, credibility is suffering. Okay. Because as the scriptures say, the Lord, all right, will reveal this man in his time. Okay. So we know the devil, okay, has been fully revealed. Okay, his skirt's been lifted. Okay, his wickedness, past, present, and future, okay, is on trial. Okay, and as the scriptures say, there's an inquisition, okay, being made of the wicked. You see, and he can't shake it. All right, and one of his advantages that he has, okay, that he has had in past time, all right, was he was able to operate in the shadows. He was able to do a lot of wickedness behind the scenes. No one really knew what this devil's agenda was. Okay. What the Lord has revealed this man, the closer he's gotten, to trying to pull off this new world order, as he wants to set up, this digital, all right, public infrastructure. He wants to turn the earth into a digital prison. All right. You're having kickback. And the scripture said that these things will happen. Okay. So we're living, okay, in heavy prophecy, man. Okay. And this devil is having a hard time, all right, pulling this thing off. You see, he's struggling first off, trying to beat the Most High, trying to replace the Most High with technology, all right, which is the dumbest goddamn idea in human history, okay? And then trying to do it in a way, all right, and presenting it as if it's a help to society, all right? Now, you're going to have simpletons that believe every goddamn thing, and mainly this younger generation that's already at one with this technology, man. Okay, well, I got a quick video to show you that it's a kickback. You know, he's getting some pushback. Okay, and it's from, you know, the working class, as the scriptures say, every hand of the wicked, which they word wicked, all right, is amal, which goes into laborer, you know, shall be against him. Okay, so we're seeing the will of the Lord, all right, through prophecy play out exactly how he said it would. Okay, so let's get into some precepts, and then we'll segue to the video in of Razazar. So this Jeremiah 49:7 says, concerning Edom, thus said the Lord of hosts, is there no longer any wisdom in Teman? Okay, is there no longer any wisdom in Teman? Okay, because Teman represents this man's wisdom. Okay, Teman, you know, there's most of these think tanks. All right, for the devil is these Temanites, these Germans, these modern day Germans, man. Okay, the engineers, you know, the think tanks, the scientists, okay, that this devil depends on to forward, okay, his kingdom and wickedness, man. Okay, but now the scripture says there's no longer any wisdom in Teman, has good counsel vanished from the intelligent and prudent. Okay, because now the spirit has this man out there, and he's looking tacky and crazy as hell trying to pull this thing off, man. See, Esau move like he got this thing all together. He don't. Okay, this nigga doing a lot of guessing. This nigga doing a lot of lying. Okay, this nigga rushing. You see, because guess what? Time is against him. Time not against us. We finna be immortal. Time not against us. Time is against this devil. You see, we got forever. We finna inherit forever. Okay, this nigga is just a mortal man with no hope of immortality, man. He's nowhere near it with this bullshit technology, man. He's nowhere near it, man. Okay, he push it like he just right there. He just need nigga. He nowhere near it, man. Okay, and he's looking tacky and crazy as hell. All right, if you're in the spirit and you looking at this man, he's looking crazy as hell trying to pull this off. You know, has good counsel vanished from the intelligent and prudent? Has their wisdom decayed? Okay, has their wisdom decayed, man? Okay, because he's not able, all right, to enchant like he used to. He's not able to be, you know, decades ahead of people like he used to. Okay, when it comes to his narrative. Okay, now, all right, the Lord, you know, as you go here, has made this man bare. Jeremiah 49:10. But I have stripped Esau, Edom bare. Okay, this man is bare. He's exposed. Okay, this man is completely exposed in what he's trying to do. Okay, he's been directly called out, and began with the spirit of the prophets calling this man out, man. Okay, and then the Lord had, you know, certain insiders and, you know, truthers, you know, to investigate this devil. Okay, so you had that aspect, all right, and this man is being called out, all right, from every way, you know, from the working class to, you know, independent journalists, the prophets. You see, everything is working against this devil now, man, because he's finna lose. Okay, when it was time for him to be raised up, everything worked in his favor. But now that it's time for the devil to be taken down, everything is going to work against this devil, man. No matter how he tries to counter it, okay, he's done. Okay, so going back to Jeremiah 49:10, and this is in the AMP as well. But I have stripped Esau, Edom, bare. I have uncovered his hiding places, and he cannot hide himself. Okay, so he can't hide what he's trying to do anymore. You know, he can't come, with them BS lies, okay, about security. He gonna security you to death. Security, health and security. He gonna health and security you to death. You know, it's about health and security. Stop the crime. Okay, a criminal telling you he's gonna stop crime. All right, the number one criminal, the nation of Eden. It says he cannot hide himself. His descendants have been destroyed along with his brothers, okay, relatives and his neighbors, and he is no more. Okay, so the Lord finna destroy this Edomite empire, man. Okay, that's what's getting ready to happen. You see, and this devil, all right, in his attempt, to unify the world governments, unify the world currencies, okay, push the religion of Satan as a one world religion, okay, under this surveillance AI, okay, infrastructure, all right, digital infrastructure is going to fail, okay, it's going to completely fail, man. The Lord has Esau on the crash mission, man. This man is on the dummy mission, man. Okay, he will be the biggest crash out, okay, in human history. You see, he's gonna be the biggest running joke in the kingdom for what he tried to do. Okay, this is Isaiah 19 and 11. It says the princes of Zoan. Okay, it says or Tanis. It says an ancient capital of the pharaohs. So this is where they will have their councils back in Egypt. Okay, it was the capital of the pharaohs. All right, Esau, the modern day pharaoh. Okay, and he's been lifted up for the same reason the Lord lifted up ancient Pharaoh, so he can show his power. Okay, Esau is just a exalted punching bag, man. Okay, nothing special about this nigga. He's just an exalted punching bag, man. And the Lord finna get the punching on this nigga, man. Okay, it says the princes of Zoan are complete fools. The council of the Pharaoh's wisest advisors has become stupid. How can you say to Pharaoh, I am a son of the wise, a son of ancient kings, man? So the Lord finna have this man look like a complete ass out here, man. Complete fool. Okay, for what this devil is trying to do. Okay? The Lord's gonna embarrass this man on a global scale. Okay? And this devil, he's trying to go big, he's gonna fall big. Okay? Isaiah 19 and 12 said, where then are your wise men? Please let them tell you and let them understand what the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah of hosts has purpose against Egypt if they can. Okay? You see? So these devils, they boast themselves in wisdom, they boast in this raggedy ass AI talking about, oh, it's gonna be AI general intelligence, super intelligence, super duper, uber intelligence. It's gonna do everything. It's gonna be smarter than people, way smarter. What he's boasting in this, and well, look, the AI ain't telling you what the scriptures say, what the Lord finna get ready to do for what you trying to do. Okay, because that's the only thing that matters is what the Lord, all right, is getting ready to do in the earth. The Lord getting ready to do His pleasure, fulfill His will. Okay, and you devils, you're feeling the will of the Lord on the left hand side, all right, because you're meant to be, okay, the adversary in the movie. You're meant to be the adversary against righteousness, man, and you're playing your part. You're not doing anything cute and off script. No, you're doing exactly what the Lord wants you to do. Okay, and you're hyped up like you have some type of chance at a victory, man. Okay. So let's go from there. believe that's Isaiah, not Isaiah, Proverbs. We'll get this in Proverbs 19 and 21. Then we'll say, go to the video, quick video, not 5 minutes. It said Proverbs 19:21 said, many plans are in a man's mind, but it is the Lord's purpose for him that will stand, okay, or be carried out. Okay, so all these, what the scripture say, futile plans that this man has in his mind. He's gonna do this to 2030, you know, sustainable, you know, development goal, SDGs and SDGs and all this. Okay, agenda this and agenda that, and plan this and plan that. He puts a year on it. How proud is that, you know, to put a year on it? No, Lord willing, just a year on it. You see? Well, now the Lord finna carry out his plans, man. Okay, and you devils lose in the purpose of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. It ain't no undoing it. Okay? I don't know if they went up and told you that. Okay? So let's go to the word credibility. All right, because this devil is losing all credibility out here, man. Okay, so you go to credibility. It says the quality of being trusted and believed in. All right, trustworthiness, reliability, dependability, integrity, character, man. The way this man just been doing to people, and he just been playing in their face. You know, he just been, you know, his reputation, okay, is very shaky, man. You know, people don't trust government, you know, and they want it their way so people can trust in this new government, but people don't trust in what you trying to do next. You know, you see, like people don't want none of it, man, especially the older generation. That's why they want, you know, the older generation out of here, man. You know, that's why, you know, they push their propaganda with their juice. You know, made it seem like they was just gonna, you know, croak out if they didn't get it. You know, the older generation put them numbers up there every day on their ad. They wanted grandma, auntie, them, all right, granddaddy, and them. They want them out of there. Okay, so let's play this. This is over here in the UK. You know, they're pushing, you know, for the digital ID. All right, and they're facing pushback. You know, guy said if you don't get it, you can't work. So it's pretty much a mandate. Okay, that's a light mandate. You know, and the way that nigga said it, Keir Starmer, that nigga said it with his chest. You know, if you don't get the ID, you will not work. I'm gonna see if I can find this nigga, make that announcement. That nigga said that like, you know, like he talking to little children, man. You see? So let's play this. Let's play this.
To resist the digital ID, we've got to resist complying with the government and signing into the one login system. It's going to be uncomfortable. I would urge people to use as much cash as possible and stay out of the system. And lobby every elected person. You've got councillors, a couple of councils. London Assembly have come out against digital ID. Cornwall County Council's come against digital ID. We need all the councils to feel the political pressure to come out and go against this tyrannical government's attempt to force everybody, mandate people to have digital ID. Because if you give into digital ID, you're not only giving your freedom away, you'll be giving away your children's, your grandchildren's, and future generations of our nation away, giving their freedom away, and it's not ours to give away. Say no to digital ID.
Also, I think it's a bipartisan issue.
It's not. We're not about the politics of right and left. We're in the politics of right and wrong, and there's no way back from this. So you'd have to trust Keir Starmer's government with all this power over you, but you'd also have to trust every government in the future that you don't even know who they are. And I don't trust this government, and I think very few people do.
I think a lot of people see things in a very narrow view. There's left and then there's right.
No, there's right and there's wrong. And digital ID is wrong.
Mr. Bridget is a wonderful...
They don't trust that nigga, man. Okay? They do not trust that nigga. They don't care about no left and right. You see, and that's the generation they want out of here. Okay? Well, he said it ain't about left and right. It's about right and wrong. Okay? And the devil been called out, man. And they don't trust this nigga. He said, I don't trust the government now. You know, y'all trying to bring in something new, you know, and we just supposed to fork over all control to a government that we don't trust. Okay, that will be dumb on my part, you know. Basically, what he's saying. Okay, so you got these rallies and these kickbacks against the digital ID because they know that this is just about control, their security and peace and health and all that bullshit. All right, that Esau be kicking. All right, well, that's done lost credibility. Small has done lost all their credibility. You know, they can't play the victim like they used to. Okay, so these devils are getting ready to lose, man. Okay, you brothers and sisters, keep that at the forefront of your mind. All this shit he got going on. Don't think that this man just got it figured out and he got this and that. Yeah, this nigga, all right, is struggling, man. He's weird in his counsel, man. You know, don't let this nigga. He his biggest hype man. Okay, he's an imposter and he knows how to project himself. You know, to be on point more than he is, man. Okay, yeah, he got weaponry and all these different things, and he got some shit. But see, that's for people without a power. They got to worry about that. We got a power, you know, and our power void all Esau little power out. That's why the serpents of Moses ate the serpents of Pharaoh. They devoured it, man. You know, so the right devours the left. Okay, so to the hopeful elect, those that believe, those that's in Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, this man ain't got no power, man. You know, start thinking of this nigga like he ain't shit, man. You know, don't give that nigga no credit. Fuck that nigga Esau, man.
Man, he is traveling around telling the truth. This man is speaking out against the globalists, and those are the kind of people that we need to see in Parliament, because we're expected to believe that the people in Parliament are intelligent men and women, but I doubt that very much when they don't know that what we're facing now, digital ID, is above the level of nation, but this man does now. Please welcome Andrew Bridgen and make some noise.
Thank you, Fiona. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. They will tell you that digital ID, you should give up some of your freedom for security and for convenience. I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that history shows repeatedly that those people willing to give up their freedom for the vision of security and convenience end up with neither freedom nor security. And the only convenience will be that the state will find it far easier to manage every part of your and my lives with digital ID. Digital ID is absolutely fundamental for Agenda 2030. If we can stop digital ID, we can stop Agenda 2030 and we can have our freedom. Now, it was 3 years ago today, on the 13th of December 2022, I stood up in the house behind us on the corner and stopped the government vaccinating healthy under fives with the COVID-19 vaccines. The same politicians who told you that the vaccines were safe and effective are telling you that you need digital ID. Keir Starmer did not have digital ID in his manifesto. He barely got a third of the votes in the country, barely 20% of the adults who could have voted. He has no mandate to take away our freedoms. He has no authority. And the good news is that 2/3 of the public are already against digital ID. And the more they find out about it, the less they are going to like it, I assure you. Digital ID is a trap, and it's always better to avoid a trap than to try and get out of it once we're in it.
All right, and it's a trap that he got set for the whole world. You know, the devil, he wants to trap the whole entire planet Earth. Okay, this is what the devil is on. This is what he's trying to do, to trap the whole world within this digital system. All right, it's a snare. Okay, and he's trying to lure you in with convenience and health and the promise of, enhancing humans and transcending, what humans can do, and linking you to the data center. And you can just pull up, you can blink, you can close your eyes and blink twice. And TikTok just pop up. Okay. You see, he just this half nigga, that then have a super bot. You see, and that's the bait, because people already love and they're one with this man's technology. And a lot of people are going to bend the knee, especially when he makes things chaotic, because the devil still got the chaos. He hasn't pulled that card yet. See, right now he's trying to, all right, sweet talk people into it. Okay, he's trying to talk smoothly to get people to comply. Okay, he hasn't brought on the chaos yet, that element. Okay, but that's coming. You see, the element of chaos. All right, that's coming. That's going to be part of it. Okay. What you saying? The scriptures say, man, is a kickback. This man is exposed, man. 2/3 of London are against it. Okay. But then I say we haven't seen him play the chaos card, the civil unrest card. He still got that to throw on the table. Okay. And that's going to come soon. So let's play this.
If you say yes to digital ID, I fear you'll never be able to say no to the government ever again. And to trust any government with the power that digital ID gives over you is amazing. How many people in the audience trust Keir Starmer's government? No! Well, imagine you'd be placing your trust not only in Keir Starmer's government at the moment, but in every future government that is yet to be elected or appointed to the House behind us. It is a one-way street. Once you give these freedoms away, you will never get them back.
And Esau planning on doing away with elections. Okay, won't be no election. It's going to be a technocracy. Okay, AI is going to decide your leaders. Okay, you people won't be voting for anything. Okay, you're going to be in a digital permission-based technocracy, dictatorship. Okay, you will answer to AI. Okay, that's what that is. See, this is only the beginning of what the digital ID is. Only the beginning. Okay, of this man. All right, digital dictatorship, man.
More importantly, you'll be giving away not only your freedom, but vicariously you'll be giving away your neighbour's freedom if you comply. You'll be giving away your children's freedom. You will be giving away your grandchildren's freedom. And you will be giving away the freedom of generations of our nation yet unborn. Not in my name. It's not our freedom to give away. We will win. God bless you all and thank you.
Yeah, man. So you see, there's a scripture say, all right, this man's credibility is shot. Is out of there. You know, we got this the other day. Let's get this real quick. The book of Isaiah 32. We're reading NLT. You know, it's gonna come out a lot. You know, this precept gonna come out a lot as the devil is constantly called out. Okay, and he's not able to play, you know, the victim, and people not looking to this nigga as the hero of the earth, you know, because he always has these great promises of him, you know, saving humanity from the world's problems that he created. And he's the problem with the world. Esau is the world's problem. Okay. This is Isaiah 32:5. It says, in that day, ungodly fools will not be heroes. Scoundrels will not be respected. Okay? He's a goddamn scoundrel, man. Okay, and his credibility, his respect, all right, is shot. He is gone. Okay, nobody respecting this nigga. Okay, as trusting this nigga with the vision moving forward. There's a time where people, just blindly follow this man, looking at this man as having, society's best interest in mind, was just a goddamn lie. Okay, this man destroys people on a daily basis. Okay, in every way that he can. He's always doing some type of psyop. Okay, he's always putting new poisons in the food, poisons in the air, poison in the water. Okay, poisoning the minds. Always some type of subliminal messaging, and you see, there's always something with this nigga, man. He's always up to no good. Okay, this nigga is always up to no good, man. You see, nothing this man is do, nothing that this man does for his life. Okay, he just know how to dress up death and make it appealing. Okay, it says, in that day, ungodly fools will not be heroes, scoundrels will not be respected. For fools speak foolishness and make evil plans. They practice ungodliness and spread false teachings about the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shah. Okay? And see, this is a man is completely anti-Messiah. Okay? And this system doesn't exalt Yahweh Bashim Shah. It's attempting to counsel him out. Okay? It said they deprive the hungry of food and give no water, all right, to the thirsty, man. Okay, and this the scripture say, man, this man is just an unrelenting tyrant. Okay, it's all about, first off, this nigga creates poverty. Then he blames poverty for everything wrong with society, which mainly are the tribes. That's one of the ways that he can blame, the tribes. Okay, and everyone, because he blames all the poor. He creates extreme poverty through his unjust economy. Okay, this economic system that's rigged, to impoverish the masses and enrich the few. Okay, continue perpetually. It swings only one way. Wealth swings one way. Okay, so this man creates these wicked systems and then blames the people for being poor, for being a problem with the system, man. Okay, so let's go from there. We'll get this in the AMP. Let's get the book of Job. All right, I believe that's 20. Book of Job 20. And started because the devil finna lose everything, man. Okay, everything that he's trying to pull off, he's just putting him in a position where he's gonna lose everything, even himself, because he's finna go into captivity. The Edomites that survive, okay, this onslaught. All right, this is the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 18. It says he gives back what he has labored for. So all this wickedness and that he's done, all these schemes, to hoard up all this wealth, he finna get ready to get that back. So it said he gives back what he has labored for and attained, and cannot swallow it down to enjoy it. Okay, he's not going to get to enjoy, all right, the fruits of his new world order. All the labor, because he's been laboring for this for a long time. So all this labor he's put into trying to pull off, okay, this new world order, because he's been doing this for centuries, man, especially the last few decades, man. He's been hard body making strides, to establish this new world order, man. The system of complete control. Okay, but it says it's to the riches of his labors. He cannot even enjoy them, man. He's not going to enjoy the fruit of his labors, man. You know, it's going to be snatched away. You know, and Yahweh Shai going to come tear this bitch down, man. Everything that this man has built up, okay, is going to be burnt out. It's going to be burnt down, you know, so like, all right, everything that this man has established, all his, even all his social engineering, okay, his psychological operations, okay, everything that this man has done, anything that this man has labored for, he's going to lose his actual wealth, you know, lands and resources. He's going to lose everything, man. The devil finna lose. This the part where you devils lose, man. Okay. Verse 19 said, for he has oppressed and neglected the poor. Okay. And this rulership is infamous for neglecting the poor. All right. And this man is all about hoarding up all the wealth and resources to himself while the masses starve. You know, he just loves to have this clout of being these super billionaires and trillionaires. He just got that clout and the power that comes with it to where he can play God with all the wealth hoarded to himself and the poor neglected, man. He wants people to be dependent on him, you know? So he hoards all the wealth and he wants to distribute it how he wants to distribute it, man. Okay, he has violently taken away houses which he did not build. Okay, through war. Okay, this man has waged war on the earth. Okay, to control the resources of the earth. You know, goddamn devil. All right, it says, because he knew no quietness or calm within him, because of his greed, he does not retain anything he desires, man. He does not retain anything he desires. Okay, so this devil, okay, has been trying to, you know, just take everything, man. His thing is he wants everything. He can never have enough. You see, but now, you see, what scripture say, there's no peace to the wicked. You see? So that's why, because he knew no quietness or calm within him, he's not at rest, he's not at ease, because why? He can never have enough. He's always trying to do some shit, man. He's always trying to do too much. So this man is never at rest, man. He can never just be. All this wealth and power this man has, he can never just be, man. He always has to take it a step further, man. In wickedness, man. You know, because of his greed, he does not retain anything he desires. He's going to lose everything, man. You know, like someone that eats too much. You know, what happened? They'll get to the point to where they start to throw up. The body start rejecting it, man. Okay? And this man, he's trying to take down everything and he's just going to throw it all up. Okay? It says there is nothing left of what he devoured. Therefore, his prosperity does not endure. Okay? This is the last generation of Edomites being in prosperity, man. Okay? These devils going to go into captivity. Okay? We're living in a time of the first Edomite, all right, captives, man. This is okay. This thing can shift, okay, and rapidly come to an end. You see? That's the point. Verse 22 says, in the fullness of his excess, great abundance, all right, because he's at the peak of his power. He's wealthier than he's ever been, has more technology than he's ever had. Okay, so the devil, he's at the peak of his power. he will be in trouble. You see, the Lord will begin, all right, to cause trouble in him trying to pull this thing off. Okay? It said the hand of everyone who suffers will come against him, or the hand of the wicked, the laborer. All right. So the people that suffer under this man's government, okay, his rulership are beginning to what? Come up against him. All right. He's getting that pushback. Okay. It says he is miserable on every side, man. He got prophets. He got working class. He got, these nations bucking them. It's just so much this devil has against him, man. Okay? Because he's finna lose. He's in a position, as scripture say, the Lord has put him in slippery places, man. Okay? So we're finna watch this devil lose, man. He's gonna continue to try to pull these things off like he has it together. This nigga finna lose, man. So Lord will, you brothers. All right, and you sisters edified once again. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutation to the hopeful and shalom.